you know you're breaking the law. And like I told you plenty of times, if you're not going to do your job, Mr. Fitzgerald, or judges, Norgles, or whatever judges, give the job to somebody else. Quit your job and give it to the right person. Go backward wherever you came from. Go back, please, because you're making a free of the justice system. How about Mr. Vallone?
Mr. Vallone's in the penitentiary. When we were declared guilty, they took him into custody immediately. They wanted to take me into custody immediately, but Norgle denied it because of my age and my health and so forth. But anyway, he's in prison for the same thing, for violating the tax code and so forth and so on.
Okay, I want to ask you a couple of questions here. Okay, is it true that other people do this? Like the Pritzkers? I mean, do they do this? Did you work for the Pritzkers at one time?
They work for us, our company.
The Pritzkers work for you guys?
One of the Pritzkers
Okay.
did. He was an attorney.
Do the Pritzkers use this method too?
Everybody uses it.
Okay.
Walmart uses it for their real estate. What's the big building in Chicago? The Sears Tower. It is in a business trust.
So everybody uses this.
Yes.
But as soon
all
as you
over
guys,
the country.
Okay, so what you're saying is, as soon as not the multi-rich, the well-to-do, okay, people started doing this, that's where the government came in, because the government does not want everybody to know about this. Is this like a secret?
The little guys that we represented, the Aegis members, are all little guys. And the fact that we had grown to 500 some members in a few years, we could have went to 10,000, and they didn't want that.
And I do have a list of those. I was given a list and then there's politicians in there. You have the little guys and the politicians. The little on the left, the politicians are on the right.
Yeah.
What happened to the politicians?
Nothing.
Okay, so Patrick Fitzgerald, you guys have two sets of rules. The little guys get punished, but the politicians or the patronage workers like you, Mr. Fitzgerald, you got to take care of your criminals, which is it's a wrong thing, Mr. Fitzgerald. We are in America. If you are an American, do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, step down and give the job to somebody else, because we're not in Kansas anymore, Mr. Fitzgerald. I got the list is on the website. It's not on the website yet, but we're going to put it on the website to put all the list of all the members, the little guys, and the politicians. And you, America, you see what's going on over here in Chicago. Chicago is a very bad city. The whole state is corrupt. The whole state. Even Mr. Blagojevich is on the list. Blagojevich and some senators. You'll see all that stuff on the website. Okay, Mr. Bartoli, I'm going to call somebody right now who wants to talk to you. Eugene Zork?
Yes.
Okay, he wants to talk to you, ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
Yeah, Gene, okay, I'm here interviewing Mr. Ed Bartoli. Do you have questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, this is Ed Bartoli. Well, I requested an audio tape of a competency.
Yeah, he's answering you.
I requested in a formal request for an audio tape of my one of the hearings I had in my case on August 5th. I sent it into the clerk of the district court of the Northern District. I have not heard one word from them since, and I have not received the tape. Well, obviously, I made a request for a tape in Chicago on August 5th in writing to the clerk of the court, and I never even heard from him. And this is what? I don't know, but I'll tell you, Chicago is in a place all its own as far as corruption. Well, just a minute.
Just a second, Gene.
I'll answer that.
He's gonna answer it himself.
There's a federal rule, Title 28, 753B, that gives you the right to get an audio tape. And under Rule 11E of that section, if they don't give you the tape, the case is forfeited. And I have not received the tape.
The Pritzkers.
No, I never worked for the Pritzkers. They work for us.
No, the,
Here's what I did, Mr. Zorek. I created an entity called Heritage America that saved millions of dollars in attorney's fees because it gave people a living trust. I created an entity called Aegis that developed 500 some members in a matter of a few years. It saved a lot of taxes for the members legally, using a trust instrument called a business trust or a pure trust, and which is
It was more than just driving. He started fighting her.
yes, I can say it. That happened before the trial. The government made a motion to prevent us from entering any evidence that the Aegis Trust was legal. And Judge Norgle approved that motion before trial. So basically, it was a directed verdict. I didn't even testify because I couldn't present any evidence that what we did was legal. Well, it was to me. Right. It's unheard of.
Hey, Gene, okay, they're gonna send Mr. Bartoli to prison, and didn't you just tell me that they let somebody else out of prison who did? Oh,
Yeah.
the guy that blew up the
Blew up the airplane.
the airplane at the Lockerbie, they're letting him out of jail because he has prostate cancer. He has prostate cancer, but now Mr. Bartoli.
I've had 3 prostate surgeries in the last year and a half. I've been diagnosed with dementia, spinal stenosis. I've been legally blind, and I was forced to go. I couldn't get severed. I was forced to go through a 12-week trial that I couldn't possibly have helped in my defense.
So the guy that had the Lockerbie plane, did any people die in that plane crash? I don't know.
200 and some
Okay,
people.
so the government is going to let a murderer who killed 200 some people. How many people did you kill?
0.
You killed 0.
I saved a lot of taxes.
But
That
you're
was my
going
problem.
back. You're going to jail because you're saving Americans tax dollar.
Amen.
Okay. So you say a lot of people in Chicago use this system. Do the Pritzkers use this?
I'm sure they do.
Okay, if they
There's
use
a
it-
canal company in Chicago that's used this system for 100 years. And there's, Walmart uses it for their real estate. And,
Whole thing of,
what's that big building?
The Sears Tower.
The Sears Tower is in a business trust. It's the same thing we did for our members.
So you think any judges use this too?
I'm sure they do.
Oh, okay.